I have met thousands of people because of nature of my work. And one thing I find common is that is identity crisis. And it is very relevant in today's internet world or something like this. So this phenomena I want to tell you is that any person, right, comes from a background or a place or situation which is not deemed to look very good to the other place of society. Like anybody is from Philadelphia or any like if you're brown, black or something like this, or if you are from North Korea, any lowered section of the society or something like this. If you're from that class, maybe you're like a Mexican or you're living in the US and people don't like you that much or something like this or make fun of you. Maybe you're Chinese and people make any kind of person who comes from a place where he doesn't feel of his inheritance or the what do you say the belongings. He's not super proud of it. To cope that thing, they latch onto identities. They latch onto the trends, and they want to hold those trends and their identity so hard that they just don't want to overlap their identity, so that people call them feminist. Maybe they will call them, but they will never, because they are hiding their root behind it. They belong to something. That belonging is not nice for them. They want to latch something which is cool, which make them separate, something like this. That's why there are Messi fans and Ronaldo fans. They don't have their identity of their own. They're, even if they had that shitty, they're not very proud of it, so they create this identity. Instead of calling them loser, they call him Messi fan or Ronaldo fan. Yeah, calling them they are from this place or something which is terrible, football or something. Like black people will launch an identity as rappers or something like this, or NFA, Bollywood. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or good thing, but most of the time they don't want to embrace their belongings, their inheritance, or where they come from or something like this, because they might have been spoiled in that society. So they create character, they create personality, they follow a rapper or something, they become fanboy. Their identity becomes that group. People are always finding things to associate this. They always need a point of origin. If their point of origin is bad, they don't like it, it is not trendy, they latch onto other trends. And this is a cope mechanism of unresolved trauma. I've seen a lot of people being fanboy of certain artists or something like this, and they make identity out of it because their own real identity is so shit that they need to latch on something like this. So I've seen guys who are big fanboy of see them author something like this. I'm not saying they're bad artists or something. There are few section of society which very relate to them. I'm not one of them. I appreciate that music. I really like the. Sometime I listen to them in my car or something like this. But there are people who made their identity following a certain group of genre of music or artist or something like this, because they don't have their real identity of their own. Lot more time I've seen, if you see a lot of people, like a lot of country state or something, they will not refer themselves as Indian because they are ashamed how Indian being portrayed on online or internet or something. Like I've seen a lot of Punjabi not owning to the Indian because they need that identity. They don't want that name, bad name behind them, so they will consider Punjab as their different part of. I'm not being sorry. There are thousand millions. I just picked because Punjab is my nearest state or something like this. There are thousands of people like this. I'm not pointing to Punjab or something. That's why their Khalistani movement or something like is there. They don't want to associate something which is losing, and they are not super proud of it. If things were reversed, think about India being a top supreme power or something. Now neighboring, that is the most case. I will give you more opposite example in Korea, China, or place. People, lot more Asian countries, Bangladeshi, Pakistanis sell their business in calling them Indians because we are nothing. Indians are nothing, but still better than our few of the neighbors, and they want to latch on to that identity, want to make business out of it. So a lot more time. If you're doing good, people want to grab that identity and not throw away their own what they had. So an opposite is also true. Some states, some people of India will say no, they will not associate. No, some Northeast will say well, we are in India. They will specify the part they belong to. North Indian will say I belong to North India, not the South India, if they are not proud of something. Somebody will say I am from South India. They will not say I'm from India, they're South India, something like this. Because they, as a inherently India, they don't like it. So because of this kind of stuff, people latch onto sports or something. They make their identity before calling them Indian or Pakistani or Chinese or something. They call themselves, I'm Bieber fan, I'm Drake fan, I'm Ronaldo fan or something. They want to hide their identity.